Hey there, I'm Auntie Lara and welcome to Vita Artist Fun Time Friday. We're going to go straight ahead to find out whether the little girl next door really is an alien. Now, where are you guys coming from in such a hurry? Asked Mrs. Abba as her two children rushed into the house, almost knocking her off her feet. She was putting finishing touches to lunch. It was a late lunch today. She had been really busy unpacking and trying to get her kitchen in order. Thank God the children hadn't complained. They'd been too busy playing outside. Mom, Bayo gushed. There's a really weird girl next door. She talks like she's two people talking, and then says that it's not her talking but her dolls. Bayo was jumping up and down as he spoke and was out of breath from the dash into the house, and so their mom could barely catch what he was saying. She turned to her daughter, who had sat down at the kitchen table. Binta, what is he talking about? Well, we were playing outside when we heard somebody crying. And then the next moment, we heard someone else scolding the person who was crying. We got curious, so we looked over the wall. And how were you able to do that? Well, first of all, I lifted Bayo up, and then I now put a crate on the boulder near the wall and climbed up. Oh my goodness, said their mother. That must never happen again. You could fall and get hurt. Neither of you must do that again. Do you hear me? Yes, Mom, Binta and Bayo chorused. Binta gave Bayo a quick look that said, don't you dare tell Mommy that I did fall down already. But Mommy, let Binta tell you, Bayo said, still jumping. I'm listening, replied Mrs. Abba, as she turned off the heat under the stew and sat in a chair opposite Binta. Binta continued. We saw this little girl playing with two dolls, and she was the one talking like two people all by herself. I watched her for a while. Mom, it seemed really strange to me. Anyhow, she eventually found out that I was watching her and we got talking. Her name is Naomi and she'll be 8 next month. When I asked her why she was talking like two people all at once, she said that I was silly. That didn't I know that it was her dolls talking? Mom, isn't that weird? Bayo cut in. How can dolls talk? And she said we should come over and play with her tomorrow. What if she wants to make us believe that dolls talk too? Or what if she uses magic to make dolls talk? Or what if she's an alien? At that, Mrs. Abba burst into laughter. Oh, Bayo. Now listen, you children. Naomi is no alien. She's not weird, and she certainly doesn't know how to do any magic. She's just a lonely little girl with a very vivid imagination. What's vivid? Bayo asked, throwing his arms around his mother's neck. Vivid means... Bayo's mom thought of the best way to explain. Okay, when you say someone has a vivid imagination, it means that the person is able to think up all kinds of stuff and even imagine things that aren't really real. That's how people are able to write fairy tales and think up ideas like Spider-Man and Batman and Robin. But Spider-Man is real, Bayo said, interrupting his mom's explanation. He's a real man. He's not just a cartoon anymore. We watch him real in films. That's just acting, Bayo, said Binta. And it's because you have a vivid imagination that you can believe that superheroes are real and imagine that Naomi must be using magic, Mrs. Abba said. Mom, you said she's lonely, Binta wanted to know. Yes, I happen to know that she's an only child and she doesn't go to a regular school like you guys do. Her mom is schooling her at home. I found that out when I asked her about schools in Abuja when we first got the house. You kids think it's strange that she's talking to herself and pretending it's her dolls talking because you've always had each other to play with, but she doesn't have anybody to play with. So you think we should be her friends? Binta asked. Yes, I do. She needs friends, their mom said, looking at her son. Bayo had his head on his mom's shoulder and seemed to be deep in thought. "Now what's on my baby's mind?" she asked, lifting his head. The expression on Bayo's face was one of great disappointment. "You mean Spider-Man truly isn't real?" he said. I can remember too as a little girl being very disappointed when I discovered that Father Christmas is not real. Well, that's chapter 3. Come back next Friday and we'll continue with chapter 4. Bye for now.